History remembers the prominent figures of spirituality. Buddha, Jesus, and Muhammad are names instantly recognized around the world. Yet for every renowned spiritual leader, countless others have walked a similar path, their wisdom lost to time. These forgotten mystics and sages, though absent from mainstream consciousness, have profoundly influenced spiritual thought and practice. Their stories, often hidden in fragmented manuscripts and oral traditions, offer unique insights into the human search for meaning and connection with the divine. By delving into the lives of these forgotten mystics and sages, we embark on a journey of rediscovery, unearthing wisdom that has the power to illuminate our present and guide our future. Their stories remind us that the pursuit of spiritual enlightenment is not confined to a select few, but is an inherent aspect of the human experience. Our exploration takes us beyond the well-trodden paths of mainstream spiritual history, venturing into the shadows where the names and teachings of these forgotten figures have been preserved. We will unearth their stories, piecing together fragments of their lives from ancient texts, archaeological discoveries, and oral traditions passed down through generations. Our journey will span continents and centuries as we encounter individuals from diverse cultures and backgrounds, each offering a unique perspective on the nature of spirituality. We will explore the lives of individuals like Apollonius of Tyana, a Greek philosopher and mystic who traveled extensively throughout the Roman Empire, preaching a gospel of love, compassion, and self-discovery. His teachings, though largely forgotten by mainstream history, influenced early Christian thought and offered an alternative path to spiritual enlightenment. Then there is Rabia al-Basri, a Sufi mystic and poet whose words ignited the hearts of seekers for centuries. These forgotten figures, though absent from mainstream historical narratives, have left behind a legacy that continues to inspire and challenge us today. Their teachings, often veiled in symbolism and allegory, require us to engage in a deeper level of contemplation, encouraging us to look beyond the surface and discover the hidden truths embedded within their words. By studying their lives and teachings, we gain a richer understanding of the diverse tapestry of human spiritual expression. They teach us that wisdom can be found in unexpected places, often hidden in plain sight, waiting to be rediscovered by those who seek it. Born in the 1st century AD in the Roman province of Cappadocia, Apollonius of Tyana enters our narrative shrouded in an enigma. While historical accounts of his life are scant and often contradictory, his reputation as a philosopher, ascetic, and miracle worker spread throughout the Roman Empire and beyond. Apollonius adhered to the teachings of Pythagoras, the ancient Greek philosopher and mathematician. He embraced a life of asceticism, abstaining from meat and wine, and devoted himself to the pursuit of knowledge and spiritual enlightenment. His contemporaries described him as a charismatic figure, capable of inspiring both reverence and fear with his piercing gaze and enigmatic pronouncements. Driven by his thirst for spiritual wisdom, Apollonius embarked on a series of extraordinary journeys that would span decades and take him to the far corners of the known world. Leaving behind the familiar shores of Greece, he ventured eastward, seeking enlightenment from the sages and mystics of ancient traditions. His travels led him to Persia, India, and even Ethiopia, where he engaged in philosophical debates, observed religious practices, and absorbed the wisdom of diverse cultures. Throughout his travels, Apollonius's reputation as a healer and miracle worker grew. Stories of his abilities to cure the sick, cast out demons, and even raise the dead spread like wildfire, preceding him wherever he went. Apollonius, however, remained indifferent to the adulation and controversy that surrounded him. Despite his widespread fame during his lifetime, the legacy of Apollonius of Tyana suffered a peculiar fate. Unlike other ancient philosophers and spiritual teachers whose works were preserved and studied for centuries, Apollonius's teachings were systematically suppressed, and his name all but erased from historical records. The reasons for this deliberate act of oblivion remain shrouded in speculation. But it is widely believed that the rise of early Christianity played a significant role in the disappearance of his legacy. Early church fathers, eager to establish Christianity as the dominant religion in the Roman Empire, may have viewed Apollonius's teachings and miraculous abilities as a threat to their own doctrines. His teachings, which incorporated elements of Pythagoreanism, Stoicism, and Eastern mysticism, were seen as incompatible with the emerging Christian orthodoxy. Our journey into the annals of forgotten spiritual luminaries transports us now to the heart of 8th century Basra, a bustling port city in present-day Iraq. Amidst the vibrant tapestry of trade, scholarship, and religious fervor, a remarkable woman named Rabia al-Basri embarked on a spiritual odyssey that would illuminate the path of Sufi mysticism for generations to come. Born into poverty and orphaned at a young age, Rabia's early life was marked by hardship and adversity. Yet, it was within the crucible of suffering that her spirit soared, her heart yearning for solace and connection with the divine. Sold into slavery as a young girl, Rabia endured years of toil and deprivation. However, her spirit remained unbroken, her nights filled with fervent prayers, and her days graced with acts of kindness and compassion. Released from the shackles of bondage, Rabia embraced a life of asceticism, dedicating herself wholly to the pursuit of spiritual enlightenment. Rabia's spiritual journey found its most eloquent expression in her soul-stirring poetry. Words flowed from her heart like a cascading waterfall, each verse imbued with the intoxicating fragrance of divine love. Her poems transcended the boundaries of language and dogma, speaking directly to the heart of the human experience, the yearning for union with the beloved, the source of all creation. In verses that shimmered with raw emotion and mystical insight, Rabia articulated a love so profound, so all-consuming, that it eclipsed all other desires. For Rabia, love was not merely a sentiment, but the very essence of existence, the driving force behind all creation. Her poems resonated with a depth of feeling that transcended intellectual understanding, inviting listeners to experience the divine through the transformative power of love. One of her most famous verses encapsulates the essence of her spiritual philosophy. I carry a torch in one hand and a bucket of water in the other. With these things, I'm going to set fire to heaven and put out the flames of hell, so that people may seek the divine for the love of the divine alone. Though Rabia herself left behind no formal writings, her teachings, meticulously preserved through oral tradition and transcribed by devoted disciples, became cornerstones of Sufi thought and practice. Her emphasis on the primacy of love, her ecstatic expressions of longing for union with the divine, and her unwavering commitment to a life of spiritual austerity resonated deeply with early Sufi mystics. Her influence transcended geographical boundaries and sectarian divides. Rabia's message of love resonated with seekers from various backgrounds, solidifying her place as a pivotal figure in the development of Sufi thought. Centuries after her passing, Rabia's legacy continues to inspire and guide spiritual seekers around the world. Her words, imbued with the timeless wisdom of the heart, transcend cultural and religious boundaries, offering a path to spiritual awakening through the transformative power of love. Our exploration of forgotten spiritual guides now leads us to the verdant hills of 12th century Germany, where we encounter a woman of extraordinary gifts and unwavering faith, Hildegard von Bingen. Born in 1098, amidst a time of great social and religious upheaval, Hildegard's life was marked from its earliest days by a profound connection to the divine. Even as a child, she experienced vivid visions and mystical encounters, glimpses into the hidden realms of the spirit that would shape the course of her life and leave an indelible mark on the world. Hildegard's parents, recognizing the extraordinary nature of their daughter's experiences, entrusted her care to the church. At the tender age of 8, she was sent to live at the Disibodenberg Monastery, a Benedictine abbey nestled in the Rhineland. There, amidst the rolling hills and secluded forests, Hildegard immersed herself in the rhythms of monastic life, prayer, contemplation and study. She excelled in her studies, mastering Latin, theology and music, but it was her mystical visions that truly set her apart. Despite facing skepticism and resistance from some quarters, Hildegard remained steadfast in her belief that her visions were divinely inspired. Encouraged by her mentor, Jutta von Sponheim, and later by her close confidant, Richardis von Stede, Hildegard began to record her experiences, translating the ineffable language of the divine into words and music. Her writings, often accompanied by her own vibrant illustrations, became windows into the mystical realms she inhabited. One of Hildegard's most significant works, Know the Ways, stands as a testament to her visionary experiences and theological insights. In this monumental work, she describes 26 of her most profound visions, accompanied by detailed commentaries that explore their theological and allegorical meanings. Beyond her theological writings, Hildegard also expressed her mystical insights through the power of music. A gifted composer and musician, she created a unique genre of liturgical chant known as plain song sequences. Hildegard von Bingen's life and work stand as a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit to connect with the divine and to illuminate the world with its insights. Though she lived in a time when women's voices were often silenced, Hildegard's unwavering faith, intellectual brilliance and artistic genius could not be contained within the confines of social expectations. Her influence extended far beyond the walls of her abbey, reaching into the courts of emperors and popes, and leaving an indelible mark on the fields of theology, music, medicine and art. Hildegard's legacy continues to resonate with people from all walks of life, her teachings offering a path to spiritual wholeness and a deeper understanding of our place in the cosmos. Her emphasis on the interconnectedness of all things, the importance of listening to the wisdom of the body and the spirit, and the transformative power of love continues to inspire artists, healers, theologians, and seekers of all traditions. Her life and work remind us that true wisdom is not found solely in books or doctrines, but in the depths of our own hearts, in the silence of contemplation, and in the harmonious dance between the material and the spiritual. Echoes of forgotten voices. As we emerge from the depths of history, having traversed the lives and teachings of Apollonius of Tyana, Rabia al-Basri, and Hildegard von Bingen, we find ourselves forever changed by their whispers of wisdom. These forgotten mystics, though absent from mainstream narratives, have left behind a legacy that transcends time and culture, their voices echoing through the corridors of spiritual inquiry. Their stories remind us that the pursuit of truth, enlightenment, and a deeper connection with the divine is a timeless human endeavor. Each of these figures, in their own unique way, challenged the conventions of their time, daring to explore the uncharted territories of the spiritual landscape. Apollonius, with his travels to distant lands and his embrace of diverse wisdom traditions, reminds us that truth knows no geographical or cultural boundaries. Rabia, through her soul-stirring poetry and her unwavering devotion to divine love, reveals the transformative power of a heart surrendered to the beloved. And Hildegard, with her visionary experiences and her ability to bridge the worlds of science, spirituality and art, illuminates the interconnectedness of all creation. Their stories, once lost in the mists of time, now resurface, offering us guidance and inspiration on our own spiritual journeys. They remind us that the path to enlightenment is not a linear progression, but a winding road filled with unexpected twists, turns, and breathtaking vistas. It is a journey that requires courage, curiosity, and an unwavering commitment to seeking truth wherever it may be found. The unseen threads of influence. Though history may have neglected their names, the influence of these forgotten mystics ripples through human thought and spiritual practice. Their ideas, transmitted through oral traditions and esoteric texts, have shaped our understanding of the cosmos and consciousness. Their influence is seen in the works of artists, musicians, and writers inspired by their insights. Their ideas have sparked social movements and continue to inspire seekers from all walks of life. Just as rivers flow into oceans, their wisdom nourishes the spiritual landscape, flowing through the unseen currents of time. Seeking the timeless wisdom. In a world saturated with information and fleeting trends, the teachings of forgotten mystics offer a refreshing antidote. Their wisdom, rooted in deep contemplation and truth, speaks to our timeless yearnings for meaning and connection. As we face modern challenges, reconnecting with ancient wisdom is crucial. These insights can illuminate our path and empower us. Let us seek out and honor these voices of wisdom, ensuring their teachings guide us toward a hopeful future.